the most powerful thing ever done by a human being, and it was done before she was even born. Mary is the Immaculate Conception. From the very first instant of her existence in her mother's womb, Mary was immaculate, totally free from sin, a human being the likes of which had not existed since Adam and Eve were first created in the garden. And we speak of Mary's Immaculate Conception with such familiarity that this is lost on us. An uncorrupted human nature? No sin at all? Don't you realize sin is what caused us to die? Ever notice how messed up the world is? Sin is everywhere. It's why you doubt yourself, why you wonder if you can trust people, why we sometimes just don't like people, why we want to break the rules while being bad feels good, why we can't have nice things. And this woman, this little girl, has completely escaped sin. Like she didn't just grow up and learn to stop. It never touched her. Not for a single instant. It's the most powerful accomplishment of any human being, and it wasn't something she did. It happened to her at her conception. A total, free, undeserved, absolutely unique gift. No one else in history received it, and no one in the future ever will. No wonder we make such a big deal out of Mary. World records can be broken. New battles can be won in more spectacular ways. New scientific discoveries can make old ones seem small. But this escape from the condition that literally every other human being in existence has failed to escape from, a perfect record, never to be repeated. Sure, Jesus is also a human being completely untouched by sin, but he's also God, so that's not a fair comparison. It's logically impossible for God to sin, but an ordinary human being who is just human, the greatest of all time. And she didn't do it. It was done to her, which is exactly why we make a big deal out of it. Today is a holy day of obligation. There are only 6 holy days of obligation in the United States, and 3 of them are for Mary. Of those 3, this is the only one that always obligates us. Usually when a holy day falls on a Monday or a Saturday, we lift the obligation. It becomes optional. But we don't do that for 2 of them, Christmas and today. They are always obligations. And you know what's strange? Is that we have a whole other feast day dedicated to something Mary actually did herself. The Annunciation on March 25th, the gospel we just read, also celebrates Mary. But unlike this feast, it celebrates the choice she had. When she says, "May it be done to me according to your word." Why isn't that a day of obligation? Why is the day that Mary didn't control her Immaculate Conception more celebrated than the day that she had a choice? Because that's the secret of Mary. That celebrating her is really about celebrating God. Of course, we praise and extol and honor Mary for her choices, for her obedience and love and witness to humble, holy obedience. Don't you ever let me catch you disrespecting Mary. But even more important, and Mary would agree, is that we celebrate what God has done in her and through her, even when it was something she had no control over, like being conceived without sin. And it isn't just praise and celebration. There's a practical side to this, something we learn and imitate. You are amazing. You are fearfully, wonderfully made. You are unrepeatable and beloved. You are a unique reflection of God. There is something about you that only you can ever show to the world about God. That aspects of God's goodness you and only you can reveal. And that thing that is not something you did. It's not something you earned. It's not something you're gonna do. Not something you chose. Not something you get to take credit for. Like Mary's sinlessness, that gift can be lost. Not that you'll ever be anything other than you. Only that if you reject the gift, it will be forever hidden from our sight. If you go to heaven, you bring with you an aspect of God's glory that makes heaven better for everyone. If you do not go to heaven, we miss out on that. This is what Mary's Immaculate Conception teaches us. Well, it teaches us many, many things, but this is one. Who and what you are is a gift given to you. The greatest thing about you is not something you can earn, which means you can stop worrying. Stop stressing, stop despairing. Like salvation, your nature and identity are a gift. The hard part is done. The most important things in life are received and do not depend on you. God's got you. Not that you can sit back, do nothing, and bask in your own gloriousness, mind you. Once received, your nature and identity, like salvation, must be cooperated with, kept safe, developed. Mary was immaculately conceived by God. You have been made and saved by God. But then Mary did eventually say, may it be done to me according to your word. That was her choice, a choice made possible by God's gift, and we praise her for it. And we have the same choice many, many times. Do not be afraid. You are made good. Broken, yes, but good. Do not be afraid. You are loved, and you couldn't change that if you had tried. Do not be afraid. Rejoice, like Mary, in what is undeservedly given to you. And then let that joy, that gratitude, that desire to do something to please God in return, who gave you everything, let that overflow into your choices each and every day. May it be done to me according to your word.